Welcome back to my channel. Guys, it's been a few weeks since I've released my last video because we are booming with kitchen remodels. But we have a few cool people that have recently joined our team, which will give me so much more good time to focus on YouTube and making more of these videos for you all. And I wanted to take a quick second and give my shout outs to our newest team members, starting with Gianna, who has joined us as our team assistant, learning all the ins and outs of kitchen design and remodeling to become one of our future designers. Next on the list, my lady Courtney, who has been killing it on our social media. And if you are not following us, you better hit that like button and that subscribe button and check us out on Instagram. Thanks to her, we're also on TikTok, so check us out over there. We'll have links below for you to follow. And last but not least, a big shout out to Michael, who has recently joined us as our full-time project manager and keeping all of our projects running smooth and all of our customers happy. Today, I'm walking you through all the details and behind the scenes of one of my all-time favorite kitchens. And this kitchen is for the adventurers out there. It's for the people who don't want their kitchen to look like their neighbors. It's for the ones to show the ones that are too scared to step out of the box how freaking stunning the results can be. This kitchen features high-end, very beautiful Inset Cabinetry by DeWils, who is a Vancouver, Washington, longtime family-owned cabinet manufacturer, along with Caesar stone countertops and Bedrosian's tile, just to name a few. I will walk you through all of the layouts. I'd like to talk about the space planning and why we decided to sit certain things in certain areas. I will walk you through all of the selections, the before pictures, and also, of course, a couple of cool video shots from us at the completed project. All right, let's jump right into this kitchen by looking at these before pictures. Also, by the way, if it's loud in the background, I'm sorry, I'm at the office at 5 o'clock in the morning recording this part of the video and I have all the heaters on, so I'm sorry. Take a look at these before pictures. The kitchen was sitting in a larger room, which was divided by halfway old sheet vinyl and then halfway carpet. And the carpeted area was really spec'd out to be like a dining section. So this is just the half of the room in the back where you had the kitchen, and in the front part you had like a weird dining section area. Here's another picture. You can see the doorway here to the left where you actually go out to the living room. To the right here is the door into the garage. So it had these weird endpoints of the room where it was like, we kind of need this space for the kitchen, but we're not really sure what to do with it. Here's another angle from the other side. So it just ended up being places to sit things and furniture and not really know how to incorporate that space so it makes sense. Okay, so then here in this next picture, we can start talking about the layout. You guys know I'm all about space planning. It's about understanding the room, understanding the workspace, where is the flow going of the kitchen, where are our natural walkways going to be. So how can we approach this kitchen in a better way so it really works and you get to use everything of it as you need it to. In this layout, you can see the room from the top. On the right, they have a bigger opening that goes into the living room. So only half of this room to the very left was used as kitchen. The other part was basically wasted space. And one of the things that was on the wish list for our clients was, Chris, we want to have an island. We want to have an island. So many people want an island. And a lot of times I walk in and and I look at the space and we take measurements and I say, you might not fit an island. But in this case, I looked at it and I told them, listen, I can get you an island, and we can get a decent sized island in here too. And they were super amazed. They were like, wow, we just, you know, we really wanted to have an island, so that's a big goal for us, so we would really, you know, appreciate that. So we designed the entire room so we can get obviously the look that we're going for, but we really needed storage. These two very sweet people both work at Costco. So if you're not from the West Coast, Sam's Club, maybe somewhere on the East Coast, but they buy everything in bulk, okay? They have a lot of things and they buy everything in bulk. So we needed a lot of storage. So that was the number one thing, and really using the entire space. So when you look at this, we have a lot of tall units. So I'm gonna go through the individual elevations. So on this first elevation, you can see that's basically you're walking into the room and looking to the wall on your left. It actually is not showing the garage door in this picture, but we're starting out with a tall pantry unit, and 36 inches is a very nice big pantry unit. It was definitely lacking in this space, so that already gives us a ton of storage. We're moving on to the range section, range and vent hood. Now we had a lot of things to display, so it was important that we had really nice floating shelves to display cookware, and we went extra solid, and we put a lot of material behind the wall to make sure that our floating shelves can hold a heavy load, so we give that extra security. And then we have the range, and in this case we ended up with a really big spice pull out to the left of the range. And you know, it doesn't, just because it's called a spice pull out doesn't mean you have to hold spices in here. It's just a pull out, but it's meant for spices on the top, and then it has a ton of storage underneath. And I'll have another video clip in you in a second actually seeing it in the space. But it's just good for all kinds of things, you know, however you want to cook. If you want to have olive oil in here and different bigger, you know, different liquids and or utensils or just all kinds of things. I mean, pullouts are very great because, like they say, they pull everything out to you, so it's good on your back. And then of course everybody knows I'm a huge believer in drawers. Drawers make your life so much easier. You're pulling everything towards you. You're not bending down and crawling into a cabinet. So we ended up with 2 more drawer banks on this side. I wanted to go back to the top view really quick because I want you to look into the section where you see the range and the sink base. The sink base, the way it is centered on the window, it forces us to sit super wide to the left. So there's not a lot of space. So we ended up with a voided corner. And I did another video where I talked all about corners and what you can do with a corner, and voiding a corner and just not putting anything in it is actually in a lot of cases a good solution, because this way you can use the full amount of space left and right to the corner instead of having a wasted cabinet there that nobody can really use, and then you're kind of taking away good prime base cabinet sections for another cabinet that they could use. So I don't know if this makes sense, but it's a great video. You should check it out in our videos. But we definitely ended up doing a voided corner here because it made sense for everybody. Moving on to our sink elevation right here. Pretty easy. Easy going here. We have a sink base, 36-inch sink base, which is pretty standard for most kitchens, with a dishwasher to the right. Now we were very particular in this kitchen when it came to end panels and how thick are our end panels going to be. Well, and the reason is because we've ended up with this really fun two-tone, I don't want to say too much, but with this really fun two-toned inset kitchen look, and because our framing was like 1.5 inches on the inset cabinet frame, we don't want to keep having like a ton of added panels and keep increasing that width because it kind of messes up the overall look of it. So in this case, we had refrigerator panels left and right, and I didn't want to add another panel on the right side of the dishwasher. Usually you end up putting another panel there so it can hold the weight of the countertop, but in this case we just added a little bit of cleat material on the panel and kind of like hid it. It's set back a little bit, so it's kind of hidden. It was a little bit of work because our fabricator didn't like it, but after they seen it in place, they were like, ah, okay, now I get it. But it's fine. So we just wanted to keep that overall panel look going. And then moving on to our really, really beautiful coffee bar slash barbecue wall. I mean, display, buffet area. I mean, this is just a ton of storage. And we actually customized the tall cabinets with our cabinet manufacturer. Now, DeWils is the cabinet line we use for this, and they can be super custom. Obviously, this does increase pricing, but you know, when you're doing this and you're doing it once, you want to get it done, and so it's right. You know, you don't want to, oh, I'm gonna save $500, but then it drives you nuts for the next 5 to 10 years, you know? So we ended up with beautiful 2 tall sections, left and right, again, paneled outside of it, and then a bunch of drawers in the middle, and some wall cabinets on top, and a little bit more of display shelving on the very top. The tall units were very intentional. So on the bottom sections, we still had rollouts because they're still meant to be more pantry space. Again, these folks both work at Costco, so they do come home with a lot of groceries and just have a lot of things. And then also the husband was super enthusiastic about barbecuing. So the left tower was really more meant for hiding all of his barbecue utensils, all of his tools he uses for that, or like, you know, just different things he uses for that. So that was kind of like his tower. And then on the right, we had her tower. And in the her tower, if you've noticed, you haven't seen the microwave quite yet. We've actually hidden the microwave in the middle section. So it's a tilt-up door. And it's a really nice place to just hide a microwave. Like, not everybody, I don't know who likes the look of a microwave, but I don't, and I like to hide them. So it's really important when you're planning the kitchen, making sure to go over, you know, to be there with your electrician during rough-in and like calling these things out like, hey, I know that this is on the plan. I'm telling you again in person, here's a microwave. We do need a circuit right here. So we made sure we had that. So the right tower was her tower. On the bottom, we have pantry rollouts, and then we have a microwave sitting right behind that middle cabinet, which was really cool. This is also our coffee section. And then we have our silverware here in the top right drawer. And I have another video clip of that. It was a really neat kind of cabinet accessory. And, you know, just a bunch of dividers in the drawers. Then we're gonna move on to our island. Our island was pretty simple because we wanted to feature a lot of seating. So on the back, we just focused on a little bit of cabinet space. And then on the front, we did have another sink. And then this was the space for our trash pullout. You know, every kitchen needs a trash pullout. You just have to have it in your life. Kids, animals, I'm telling you, a pullout trash is the way to go. It's like if you don't have it, you need to add it. So we added it in the island, which was the best spot for it on our secondary prep sink. And then here we go with our renderings to help our clients visualize the space. Here's a top view of the space. And then here we see a view looking at the range section. So you see the tall pantry, the range section, your island. It doesn't really reflect too much that we have a two-tone going on in the inset here, but that's just because I don't like to spend a ton of time on renderings. I mean, they're not perfect. They're really just here to help you visualize. They're not supposed to be a one-to-one rendition. Here, our refrigerator and sink section, our island. This is the view looking at the coffee section. And our buffet coffee wall slash barbecue wall slash microwave in here and everything. Like, this is just a storage center, this wall. I love this wall. So this is what it looked like. And now I will show you a couple of clips from the actual kitchen once it was done. Welcome to our DeWils kitchen, featuring some really, really cool specialty cabinets to make your life easier while you're cooking. First of all, I want to show you guys an oversized spice rack. Really nice how you can change all the different compartments on the inside. Actually, our customer was just joking that she never thought she was going to fill this, but check out, she sure did, with all the spices. So really nice and wide and very easy to access during cooking. We have tons of drawers in this kitchen. As you can see, all inset cabinetry, which is a really, really nice feature you don't see a lot. And then we feature beautiful automated faucets, along with what you need in every kitchen, a pull-out trash disposal. Really, really important. So you can hide your trash, especially with kids, animals, really makes and breaks it. And then we have tons of rollouts in this kitchen. Very nice, soft close. So storage was really key, and I always tell people drawers are the best way to store things. Something really nice I love about the DeWils cabinet line is that you can get pre-drilled holes for dividers and just keep adding dividers. You know, especially with plates or Tupperware, that is a really, really nice feature to stay organized. Also, a double featured cutlery divider right here. So we kind of have our favorite spoons on the top, and then things that we don't use quite as much on the bottom. And I'm not a fan of looking at microwaves a lot, and our customers weren't either, so we did hide the microwave in this kitchen in a tilt out. Just make sure you have your electrician hook everything up for you so you have a circuit and you're all set. As always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I had such a good time on this project with our clients and the DeWils cabinet line. I've got more videos coming for you every week. We'll try to really stay on that schedule for you guys. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave your comment below. I'm happy to get back to you. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.